It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition for Friday, October 14th. I'm James Spann. We actually had some rain in parts of Alabama earlier today, but about a week from now, optimism is growing for a better chance of rain statewide. Let's go in there and check it out. That's the water vapor satellite view as this video begins. We've got a little shortwave west of the state and very unsettled weather back in the Pacific Northwest. Very strong flow aloft there. And look at that. That was the radar at 2:41. Rain so close, yet so far away. It's raining in the far, far northwestern tip of the state around Waterloo and Lauderdale County, and that's about it. Earlier, the rain did extend down to the shoals, but now it's ended there. But much better rain falling over parts of North Mississippi and western and middle Tennessee, but I'm afraid prospects of beneficial rain for most of Alabama not looking good in the short term. Warm again today with mid-80s, 85 for Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gadsden, Cullman. But look at the shoals. They're down to 71. And you can see just how close that front is, the cold front. Little Rock, 61. Nashville, 67. But we will stay warm again in the short term, basically warm and dry. On the watch warning map, wind issues. We had tornado activity in parts of Oregon, on the coast of Oregon. Earlier today, they've got another storm that's going to slam the coast with high winds tomorrow. And in the east, we have frost and freeze warnings for parts of New England, down into Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Convective outlook, you can see that marginal risk of severe weather where you typically don't find it, the coast of Washington and Oregon. Thunder possible west of here, but again, where we are, no. Now, tomorrow, you do see some green. We are mentioning isolated showers tomorrow, but that means most places will stay dry. Up north, a marginal risk for parts of Iowa and Wisconsin. And on day 3, Sunday, no organized severe weather expected. Rain for the next 5 days. Valid through Wednesday morning of next week. You can see that northwestern tip of the state being clipped with the showers around this evening, but you can see it's basically dry. However, if you stretch it out 7 days, valid through Friday of next week, the colors begin to return. That's about a half inch of rain. And again, optimism is growing over some rain at the end of next week. Not a drought buster, but at least enough to get the dust settled. And of course, the huge numbers are back in the northern Pacific coast, where that very active flow continues. Nicole is rapidly becoming extratropical in the North Atlantic. Moving on out to sea, no threat to the United States. The rest of the Atlantic basin for now is quiet, so let's check it out in model fans. Here's the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. Of course, the big story is that storm slamming into the Pacific Northwest, and you can see a little shortwave approaching Alabama. On the big board, that's a 981 millibar low. Nearing Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington. Howling winds with that. And you can see down here not much. This is the high-res NAM at 2 o'clock tomorrow, and you see about 4 or 5 green specks. And of course, the radar's not going to look like that, but that's about representative of your chance of getting wet. Not good. If you're hit by a shower tomorrow, you will be very fortunate. Sunday, pretty much the same thing, warm, dry. Both the NAM and the GFS are showing 83, both tomorrow and Sunday. Both days low to mid-80s. Monday, very warm. Mid-80s, same thing Tuesday. Maybe upper 80s in spots. Temperatures well above average. We should be in the mid-70s this time of the year. Wednesday, boy, look at the snow developing out in the Rockies. Big snows there. A broad low is down in the Gulf of Mexico Wednesday. We'll kind of keep an eye on that. You know, hurricane season runs to the end of November. The water's pretty warm. But this is Thursday. That broad low in the Gulf is coming up toward the Sabine Pass, the Texas-Oklahoma border. Got a front approaching. This is suggesting Thursday could be fairly dry. But look at Friday. Troughing to the west. The Gulf is wide open. A surface low is over southwest Louisiana. And by golly, if this verifies, it's going to rain on us at the end of next week. And look, it's not going to be a drought buster. We need days of rain to break this thing, but that's a start. Check the end of the forecast period. This is Monday, October 24th. We've seen all kind of looks in here. We've seen upper lows nearby. Now the GFS shows the upper low well to the west, but still, we're in a moist air mass, so it sure looks like the end of October is going to be a lot wetter than the first part of October. Look at the numbers coming off the European. Next week, warm. But look at the numbers fall off. At the end of next week, highs dropping in the 60s on Friday and Saturday, October 21st and 22nd. And that'll feel just like fall, the way it should. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes in the blog. My next video will be here Monday morning at 7 o'clock. Brian Peters, the man that looks like Colonel Sanders. We'll have the videos tomorrow and Sunday. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and God bless.